Hello friends, welcome back. BigDenoPlays Dragon Eclipse, episode 4. Fun little game, enjoying it a lot, enjoying painting the models. We've got 14 or 15 now done. There's another, I think 20 to go, some pretty big ones to go, which is exciting. We'll probably slow down the experience of playing the game so I can finish painting the models though. Alright, so we'll probably stop the campaign so I can catch up on the models, because I think we're about to get to, this scenario might even be the one where we get to models that I haven't painted yet. There is a recommended painting order. I'm about halfway through the second group and I feel like we're about to dive into the second group of scenarios, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go over to the map. We only have one scenario choice here, and that is Aftershock, which is scenario C0. Just out of interest, I actually went to here, and it was quite cool because it gave me an essence. So that's nice. I'm happy about that. I now have 3 essence and 3 silver. Okay, so let's start this scenario, Aftershock.
It feels like a lifetime since you left Keaberg in search of the source of the tremors. Now the time has come to return and ensure the safety of the town and its folk, all so dear to you. Your mind often strays to those ominous beings who killed the Dragon Guardian. They have entered your world through that uncanny portal and may still be lurking unseen. You are determined to protect Keaberg at all costs. But there is a more pressing matter on your mind, which you have kept secret from everybody. Since you met the dragon, you haven't been fully yourself. You are plagued by blurred, disturbing visions of islands floating in the air. Terrible headaches always accompany the sensation. You must learn more about these sights from your dreams. What significance do they hold for you?
Water and fire Mystlings will be useful. I do have a water Mystling, I have a Furple, but I haven't really looked at his cards, and I haven't really looked at how to use him. So I can't remember if I got any good water cards. I got quite a few water cards. Seeking Tendrils, search, that's cool. Cleanse and heal too. I don't know what cleanse does, but I feel like that's a positive one. I think I'm just going to stick with the Elkthorn and the Shadeclaw. I don't really know anything about the Furple just yet, so. And if we fail, we fail.
From afar, you see that Keaberg suffered severely from the quake. The walls surrounding the city crumble in many places, the sky shrouded by wisps of dark smoke, reminding you of fire started years ago by a stray flitter spark. You hear the shouts of people scrambling to organize. Wild creatures of all sorts and tempers amass before the ruined gate. Your experience tells you that in such situations, trouble is a spark that catches stray kindling. So you are determined to challenge the most aggressive Mystling, and thus show the others who is in charge here. The town needs no more problems after all.
Alright, we gain the future of Keaberg. Number 3 status. And we will go to script C4.
You advance, your Mystlings by your side. This aggressive creature shifts its focus directly to you.
Cool, we're setting up for a random combat. Alright, one random combat, and we are facing a Furwing. Wow, this is a big boy. He's an air elemental, so we're going to take... I really want to try the Shade Claw out, so maybe do we just take the Shade Claw? Because I feel like the Elkthorn is probably pretty good against these types of chaps. Let's do it. Arena card 15, the Shade Claw, map 1. There is map 1. Enemy cards 83. '84 and 85. And Arena card 15. All right, a cave of wonders. Hide in the cave. Nice. Why is this Furwing in a cave? Map 1. All right. So let's have a look at what's in his deck. 3, 3. And 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. One of those, 2 of them, 3 of those. Great. And his special ability is on slot 4. Okay. Now we're cooking here. 25 health and 2 shield. I have not seen any creature have 2 shield yet. So I don't know if our piercing attacks... Oh, maybe I do want to play the Elkthorn. I'm not sure here. This is a tricky one. The Shade Claw feels like it could be an awesome critter, but no, let's go with the Elkthorn because I feel like it's a more known quantity. So let's do that. 1 Elkthorn coming up. It's interesting. I was pretty certain I was going to play the Shade Claw first, and now I'm here with this Elkthorn. Furwing. Okay, get excited. We did not include. I got a foil Earth card, and we did not include it in this guy's deck. It's okay, but it's better for the Golemo. So, all right, I think we're good to go, except we just need our friend, and then we also need our Furwing. It's the Furwing's first time on the channel. There he is, having a fight. 2 big boys going at it. 2 Mystlings enter, 1 Mystling leaves. Stomp, that's a new elemental card. Deliberate Strike. Deal 3 and silence to each opponent in range 2. So what does silence do? That's a new one. I don't recall seeing that before. Silence. Cannot use special abilities and elemental bonus actions. An enemy with silence doesn't resolve its special ability and doesn't discard cards from its slots. Interesting. Cannot use special abilities. So it will discard at the end of its turn, so it doesn't actually do anything at this point in time. So we are probably just doing this to get rage. That's not a strong start, really. Not a strong start. There's nothing else that happens here. What is this enemy doing to kick us off? Let's have a look up here. He's going to rush, attack. Furwin gains 2 damage, and he's going to attack us again. Oh, this is a bad decision to play this guy. At least there's only 2 of those. He's movement 1 though. Interesting. Okay. So for us to tame him, we need to have 6 health left, use 3 bonus actions in 1 turn, and then we end its turn exactly 3 spaces away. Interesting. Okay. Well, 25 health's nice. Yeah, so we're just going to use Rampage down here. I don't think there's no other point doing anything else because at least this one gets us a benefit, which is that it gains Rage. I want to keep this one to avoid its special. Yeah. So we gain 2 power. We're going to spend 1 of that power straight away to move 1, 2. And that is going to be the end of our turn. Oh, Barkskin. That could be the card now anyway. Okay. So this guy flips to here. He's going to rush, attack. Doesn't do anything. And then he gains 2 damage. He's down to 23. He's now doing rush, deal 4 damage in range 1. So if we move away again, we will suffer no damage. Can't just keep running away from this guy, do you? You've got to attack him at some point. We don't want to be in range of a flower space either for his square attack. Do I just go Barkskin rather? Yeah, so I think we'll just take Barkskin. That gains us 4 power, but we'll only take 3, so we can move again. 1, 2, and that's it. So this guy's going to go boom. He's in a rush. He's going to deal 4 damage in range 1. He is not. And now he's going to rush. So he is going to attack us this time twice. Oh, need to bring this out. Perfect. Deal 3 and weak in any range in line. That's perfect. Let's just do Vine Tempest, I guess. Yep. We'll do Vine Tempest. It's 1 power. We're going to deal 3 to the line in him. And then we're going to apply a weak condition to him so that he is not able to attack us for much damage at all. That's the end of our turn. Cool, so this is going to move along to here. He's going to rush. He's in range. He's going to suffer 2 damage. He goes to 21. And he's going to attack us for 4, but that's 1 because he's weak. And then he's going to attack us again for 1, which is weak. So we are at 18. All right. 3 cards in our discard pile. I want to try and trigger this, this situation now. But we have to do this one. So we're going to take this, which is Stomp. And we're going to spend nothing. Yep, so that's just 1 damage. Ooh, I was supposed to do 1 damage as well. Yep, so he's down to 19. (19 health). We need to get him to 6. And he has now got silence on him. Discarded this. Silence is not that one. I guess it's that one. And so that means he doesn't do his special ability. That moves up. This moves up. All right. So now let's just reread silence. It says, Mystlings with silence cannot use special abilities. An enemy with silence doesn't resolve its special ability and doesn't resolve discard cards in its slots. So that means this goes here. This goes here. It's going to do its triangle. It's going to do 4 damage to us at range 1. We get nothing to block that. So we're at 14, but he now doesn't do his special and he discards the silence. So I guess when we get to 5, we just discard them all and then move on. So that's good. So we've got +2 attack right now on top of our discard pile. We have 4 cards. So I think we're just going to use this Elkthorn. Rampage, if you have Rage, which we do, which we're about to lose. Attack +2, and discard Rage. So we gain 1 power. Do I do something else here? Do I save this for next turn? I might save that for next turn. I'm going to do this, which is Desperate Attack. Attack +2 at the cost of 1 damage. So that's going to be 3, 5, reduced by 2 because of his armour. So he's down to 16. We gain 3 power for that, which means we have the magic 8, which is exactly what we need to trigger our condition. That's it, nothing else there. And we still have Rage. So he's going to attack us. This is going to slide across, slide across, slide across. Attack. If the opponent is in range 1 of a flower space, we're not. So he's just going to hit us for 4. Damn, we're at 9 health. This guy hits very hard. All right. We are now in a position to do Rampage, which is attack +2, and discard Rage. So that's 5 and 5, blocked by his 2 shield, is 3 and 3. So we're down to 6. We gain 2 power for that, but we discard Rage. And then we're going to spend 8 power to use a card thanks to Trigger. And Trigger allows us to utilise another card from our slots. And how many cards do we have in our discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, we're 1 short. But we'll play Deliberate Strike, which gets us our 3rd attack, which means we flip this card and we're going to do just 1 damage to him, so he's down to 9. So he's doing this square. He's going to rush us and attack us again. So we might spend... He's going to rush and attack at a range that we can't get past. So... Oh. So what happens in this instance? Do I just give myself an extra 10 health? Because I'm now exalted? I reckon that might be the case. because it says immediately attack 3 times during one turn. When you fulfill this quest, flip this card. So we are now 30 health, 4 attack. Still movement 2. Okay. Vine Tempest. Yeah, I want that reach one. I wonder if you're supposed to discard the cards now. I'm going to read the rules. Stand by. Okay, so I think I actually have to trigger this now. So we're going to discard the bottom card of the deck. It's a square. So we blink all the way to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I definitely know that's coming. So I'm going to move 1, 2. We're suffering 10 damage. So that's suboptimal, really. Great. Excellent. We'll go there. No, that doesn't help us at all. Exactly the same. Okay. So now he's going to do this square. Rush plus 2. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. He's doing a triangle, which is rush. So we don't need to do anything there. We'll just spend movement. We'll move 1, 2. And we'll do Vine Tempest, which is deal 3 damage, blocked by his shield. So he's down to 8. And that's it. So we're going to gain 2 power back. He's got weak, but he's not going to be in range to attack us. So that's fine. This goes to here. This goes to here. His card slides across. Boom. We're going to add a fatigue card to our deck because he's run out of cards. And he rushes 1 space and he deals 4 damage at range 1. We're not at range 1. The next card is Rush plus 2, attack. We need a lot of power. I really would like rage. We'll do reach. We're going to gain 3 power as a result of that. Our attacks have +1 range, which is nice. I think we're going to run away. If we move to here, he doesn't get to attack us twice. Do we have a shield option in here? We do. We could play Bark Skin. So let's move 4. We'll move that to the top, and then we'll. Do we need to move now? Yeah, we'll spend 1 to move. 1 to there. These slide across. This goes here. He's going to move to here. So he's going to attack us for 4. We're blocking 2 because we don't have rage. So he's going to deal 2. 1, 2. All right, so if we attack here, Our attack is 4. We're gaining 2 power. He's going to kill us now. Blink to a space farthest from the opponent. Yeah, he's going to kill us. Yep, so we won't use this one. We'll actually use this one. Stomp, deal 3. It's only going to do 1. He's at 7. We silence him again. And that means he doesn't do his special. So he goes here. That was a triangle. So he's going to deal 4 in range 1. We can't avoid that. So we're down to 3 health. This guy is punishing. But he doesn't trigger that because of silence. He now discards silence, so he's definitely going to trigger that next turn. I can't spend enough power here. I can't take 4 damage to attack again. 7 magic will knock him out if I have rage. I do not have rage. I spend the bonus action. Just going to check the rules. Come on, Elkthorn. So on our turn, we resolve an action card. Gain as many. Yeah, so you can't use a bonus action after gaining the power. So I can't do that and then put rage and then knock him out. So yeah, I think the Elkthorn's defeated here, friends. It's punishing. It's punishing. Yeah, he's just going to take us out. Yeah, I mean, we can attack twice. We do 4 damage, but we kill ourselves to do that. We can gain 1 damage to do an attack 6. We can't use 3 bonus actions in a turn. Furwing ends his turn exactly 3 spaces from an opponent. Yeah, I think we're cooked here. All right, well, I guess we won't beat around the bush. We'll gain 3 power. 1, 2, 3. We gain rage. We could run away. He rushes, attacks. So if we run away, that's fine. He rushes, he attacks us, which does 4 damage, which knocks out the Elkthorn. No! That's okay, Deno. You were defeated. Lose, go to script B85. Oh, okay. It's the end of a random combat. So we need to go to script C200. No wonder I'm figuring this out.
Busy repelling the creature's attacks, you haven't even noticed that the other rangers and tamers dealt with the remaining Mystlings. Your opponent suddenly realizes that it is all alone and turns to flee from the fight. You sigh with relief because the odds were not in your favor. Having dealt with the wild creature from the forest, you enter the city through a damaged gate. People within carry the wounded on makeshift stretchers. Many buildings are in disrepair, some crumbled and others even leveled. At first glance, the town is in ruin, but as you look closer, you begin to believe that it's possible to rebuild, although not without extreme effort.
Okay, we are opening map 4. That was good to have a combat that we were absolutely flogged in, sort of. Map 4, Keelberg. All right. So if you don't have local hero part 2, do we have local? I think to do that we needed to fix the thing. We smashed that. We place token B in slot 1. Oops. Oh no, secrets 28 and 29. There's been a fire in our absence. Oh, we don't have local hero anything. Secrets 28, 29 and secret 24 face down in the event slot. Set the time to 2. We don't have much time. You don't need to hurry. Okay. I'm glad you think so. I feel nervous. All right.
The sight of the ruined city brings tears to your eyes. The machines are broken. Several people shamble through the streets, their gaze is wandering in disbelief. You approach a man with a twisted ankle and support him. "A part of the city hall collapsed, Tamer," he says, staring into your eyes. The Duchess was wounded. How could you allow that? Where were you when we needed your assistance?" You don't answer, reminding yourself that the man raves in pain. You help him arrive at the makeshift infirmary and ask a nurse about the situation in the city. "It's bad," she replies. "Guards are occupied with the collapsed city hall. Rangers run around almost aimlessly, and your tamers are exhausted from trying to overcome the Mystlings' growing panic. We need you. Help the people of Kayberg. With your companions, you could do more than most of us."
So people in the infirmary need aid. Some of the machines need repairs. Well, we did such a good job of that last time. Some people may be in immediate danger. All right, well, this is the infirmary. What are these people doing up here? This is on fire. Let's go to C25. Not sure. All right, let's go to the infirmary.
The tent covers a makeshift infirmary. All those who have been injured in the earthquake are brought here and cared for by Olin and good-hearted volunteers. There are many injured people in the infirmary, tended by a few hard-working volunteers. You recognize familiar faces among the patients, Alvin and Hazel. Both seem to be sleeping or unconscious. Gyadon, the boy's Mystling, is sitting at the foot of his bed. You also spot Olin in the corner, busy preparing potions. He is pale and looks exhausted. The recent events must have taken a heavy toll on him. "The earthquake destroyed my workshop, and none of my concoctions have survived," Olin confesses. "I'm hastily trying to cook up some more, but it's not that easy. What's worse, most of the creatures have fled too, and a few of them possessed healing powers. We are left with what we have. That is not a lot."
Sure wish I brought a water mistling. We already used the potion, so let's help him with our own hands. 2 time! Oh, 1, 2.
The work in the makeshift infirmary is nothing but endless toil, but you decide to help Olin anyway.
City in Ruin Part 2. Alright, well, that was bad. Sure wish we took a water mistling. Let's go up here and have a look up there. C50. I don't know what they're doing up there.
Mystlings wander in the streets of the city, visibly anxious. They seem to have no agenda here. Most may decide to leave at any minute, but it occurs to you that you may sacrifice a bit of time and together with other tamers persuade some creatures to help with repairing Cairberg.
Okay, so we do have to flip this now. So we'll do this after we finish this section. Do we have empathy part 2? We do have empathy part 2. Alright. You may add 1. The wind raisers are eager to help. Okay, we have no items. Sorry, we have our water, our invigorating water, which doesn't really help us. Token A is not in slot 3. There isn't even a slot 3 on here. Oh, yeah, there is, yeah. Alright. We need to not get 2 of these. Alright, we start with a 2. That's good. 3. Come on, Deno. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, do we want to stop? Yes, we do. Gain the City in Ruin Part 4. Alright, we'll go to C92 because... Oh no, sorry, we have to go to script C3 because of this, when the time ran out.
Two agitated men approach, flailing their arms. "Where have you been?" they shout angrily. "Where were you when we needed your help?" But there is little time for such reproaches. If they want your help now, they must leave you to your work.
Okay, secret 26 goes in the slot now. So, perform the test. What are we testing for here? We need to get rid of the troublemakers. Okay. When you have 3 harm thingies. So it's a 1. So we're at 4 now. 5, 6, 7. 8. We managed to get rid of the troublemakers. I'd really not like to get an 11 or more. If this is a 2, I'd take it every day, but I'm not going to take it. What was it? Oh, good decision. So it doesn't matter anyway. Continue the exploration. Alright, so now we'll go to C92.
The library walls are slightly charred, but fortunately, the inside of the building is untouched by flames. The bad news is that a few of those who fought the fire got burned, and some of the gathered goods turned to ash. Morale is low, and almost none of the survivors are in the mood to talk.
I could buy some equipment. We have 3 silver, so I'm thinking that's definitely a good use of our silver. One, two, three. What do we got? A lantern. Spend 4 to fulfill. Mistling nip. Spend 4 to fulfill the current taming condition. That is crazy powerful. That, though, is the one I'm taking. Trigger. Just get to double tap a card. That's nice.
Everything is wrong, Slade exclaims. People pile up my books and sit on them. The water has stopped flowing. The innkeeper and her husband make a ruckus with their kettles. You notice that he omits the topic of the earthquake, and that he seems outraged, yet ceaselessly brews herbal tea for all those he nags about. Where are the engineers when we need them? The machine past the tavern buzzes like crazy, he complains. Someone should do something about the water system. I can't live like a tramp.
We should do something about the water system. I don't know where it is though. That's surrounded by water. That's the tavern. So maybe let's go to C12.
No hope, the engineer says. I can't fix it. The machinery will run wild any minute now. We desperately need those water creatures to control the pressure. Without them, the pipes may burst. You offer your help, and the engineer ponders for a few moments. The only way to alleviate the situation is to fix the valve. I tried it myself, but without effect. It's rusted because of our negligence and our blind reliance on the creatures. Maybe it'll work with you, though. Well, no harm in trying.
All right, we do have a shovel, which is great. We can't use a fire mistling. All right, the machine works again at 6 or 7. Okay. Man, I'm not going to ignore those things that say bring a fire mistling next time. Hey? All right, so there's a 3. That's a good start. That's a 6. We're going to use our shovel to discard all cards. That's bad. Try again. 3, 4, 5, 6. The machine works again.
The machinery screeches and grates, letting out occasional clouds of steam, but after a moment of struggle, it begins to work properly. You sigh with relief.
All right, token A in slot 5. And we have City in Ruin Part 1. Let's go here, C37.
The malfunctioning underground pipe system eventually burst, and a huge crevice opened to swallow the basement of the shaded tavern. You stand at the edge of it, shocked and awed, and look at the twin sons of the tavern keepers, hectically trying to fix the damage. You ask them if they need a hand. Maybe. One of the brothers smooths his famously rich moustache. The system is probably beyond repair, but we plan to salvage what we can. The supplies are underwater, says the other one, picking at his moustache, as impressive as his brother's. What should we do, brother?
I don't think diving's a good option. Let's send a Mystling to help. We gain a fatigue. Alright. Good work, Elkthorn. Gain 1 item and 1 silver. That's nice. What item did we gain? A leather pouch. Immediately discard and gain another silver. Okie dokie. So that's slot A. I don't think I've missed a time. So C25. I've already been there, haven't I? If you don't have the time passes, we do have time passes. So that means it's that.
The ruins of Hazel's shop are a sad sight to behold. Fortunately, the flames are dying down. Searching the rubble is possible, albeit risky.
The decision to bring an Earth Mystling finally pays off. Alright. You may ignore one thing. So we get a 3, a 4, a 5, 6. We'll take that. Gain 1 item or 1 silver. We'll take an item and we gain... Nice.
Have you heard about the water? Slade asks. It was available for some time. People were finally able to wash and save some for another emergency. What bliss! I'm not particularly fond of people with dirty hands touching my books. You admit that you know about it, since you helped return the water yourself. Did you? Slade smiles. Great, thank you. How can I repay you? You try to protest, but Slade pays no notice and pushes a few gifts into your hands. Several citizens meet you by the infirmary and offer you a small package. For your help, a woman with a bandage around her head says, Your hard work showed us there's hope. We will prevail and rebuild our homes.
That was good. We don't have all 4 parts of the city in ruin, but we do gain local hero 3. Good work, team. If token B is in slot 4, no. We do not have secret 27.
Your work for the city is over, and now it is time to locate the places glimpsed in your vision. You feel that this way you will both secure the future of Keaburg and shed some light on what happened to you when the dragon died. You head to the center of the town to talk to the Duchess, who should be the first one to know what you have been through. There is also a fair chance that she might know where all those mysterious lands are. There are no new emergencies in the infirmary, and all the patients are taken care of, so Olin decides to join you. After all, he has some more errands to run too. You enter the part of the city you haven't seen for a long time. You stop and look around in amazement. There is a surprisingly quiet smithy there, and a tempting tavern you would want to visit if there was time. But first of all, there is the city hall, with crowds of people and guards milling around. You also spot a small group of tamers conversing near the florist. You could have a word with them too, if there was time.
Open map 5. Oh, what a cool map. Place the green time to 2 and set secret 5. You are not pressed for time, but every passing hour. Some stuff happens. Learn about places from the dragon's visions. You should also speak with people to prepare them for what's coming. This is awesome. I haven't looked at this one at all, but there is people everywhere. All right, let's look for a secret one. Is there any secret hidden written ones, Dano? Where would it be? Where could it be? I see C13. Come on, let's go there.
A window on the first floor is open, and cracks in the wall could offer a suitable foothold. If you wanted to break in there, you could easily do it. The thing is, why would a chief tamer want to break the law this way?
Good to know. I don't know why we'd want to break the law yet, but let's go here to this person.
You chance upon a group of disturbed tamers eagerly discussing a matter. You approach and they pause their conversation to greet you. However, you sense that their respect is not genuine. They seem to be harboring a grudge. The tamers know nothing about places from the vision, but they listen to you intently, eager to learn what you know. A trainee suggests that you may ask around in the city hall, and then his face falls. There was a tragedy. The Duchess might have known about those locations, but she passed away in the disaster. If you don't want to disturb the ongoing investigation, you may try your luck with the travelers in the tavern. The inn is a huge, noisy place designed to accommodate many travelers. Despite that, it's quite crowded, as many people who lost their homes seek shelter here. You have been here a few times, but to be honest, you prefer the Shaded Tavern, a small but cozier establishment. stranger whispers, "I've got the news you seek. I know a man who can enlighten you, but it is not for free, you know?"
Well, I don't have 6 silver. I don't have a secret exit, or do I? I do have the secret exit status.
"I was a student in the academy once," a traveller tells you. "A nice place, though located at the edge of the world. Oh, what a library they have there. An incredible selection of books, but strangely enough, they index their books by titles, not authors or topics. But wait, what was I at? Oh, I remember. There is a cartographer residing there. I know for a fact he was called, Eric Fisker. Perhaps you could talk to him."
Ooh. Script C80 at the bottom of the map. Alright. Academy Secrets Part 7. Eric Fisker. No, I don't feel ready yet. Let's go to C63.
There is a never-ending commotion in the city hall, with messengers running about and clerks shouting orders. The guards block your way in, their faces serious. They inform you that the Duchess has died in the quake, and nobody can enter before the investigation is over. The assistant is in tears and doesn't want to converse with anyone, but you convince him to talk. "The Duchess," he begins, sobbing. "Oh, poor Duchess used to be interested in mysterious lands. True, but I have no knowledge of that, and surely this isn't the time to discuss her passions. And I will not let you go through her documents. Her death is being investigated. We must confirm it was an accident." And he starts crying again.
Come on, mate. Alright, we need a token A in slot 2. Let's go have a little look there. Let's go have a look. Yep. Oh, before we do that, we need to do this.
You scale the wall and crawl into a service room, which is luckily empty. You have never been to this wing of the building, and you fear that finding the way to the office of the Duchess might prove to be a little problematic.
Oh. Okay, C77.
The time is passing quickly, and you're tired. Your Mystlings don't seem to be enjoying the situation either, and as if that were not enough, you're nagged by a weird sensation that someone is watching you.
Alright, we'll go to C80.
You're looking at the way out of town. The stray Golemos you once drove away from the cave have just made their appearance. You watch in shock as they run wild and destroy a piece of the city wall. You found out about a cartographer who seems to be your only lead to the Sky Islands that plague your dreams. You've never been to the academy where the man is located, but going there could also be an excellent opportunity to soak up some knowledge. Additionally, you're aware that the Fae, if that's even their real name, are headed toward a spot in the southeastern mountains. They likely have important information about the dreaded portals and the Dragon Guardians. And after something strange happened to you following the dragon's death, it's imperative you learn more. Where to go next?
Well, that was a short scenario, interesting one. Bit more world building happening there. We have a number of new locations to visit, so let's grab our world map and put them in. All right. So flip 3 to explored. World map card 6. Unexplored side. World map card 5. Unexplored. And world map card 14. Unexplored. So how can we can still go there, can't we? Yes, it's a random booster. Take all the cards, draw. Yeah, we had 2 fatigue cards there. So 6 cards. Only 1 fight in that one. That's okay. We had 3, I think, the last one. So I think 2 is the right number of combats in a scenario. Would be my feelings on the matter. All right, we're going to get Blind Fury. It's a good card. Dash. Double move. I'll definitely be taking that one. That one's great too, so that one can go in the maybe pile. 4, heavy strike, maybe. 5 is dash. I only need maybe one of those. And defensive position. You may discard another card. All right, we'll take these 3. Okay. And open a booster. All right. Let's hope we get a cool card. Wow. It is a great feeling opening cards. Veins of the Earth, where X is your shit. Yeah, so Golemo is getting stronger and stronger in my estimation here. You may spend 4 to trigger. Wow. Cost in blood, a water. We continue to get strong water cards. Air, move or attack. Spend any number of power. For every 5 power spent, move or attack. Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll add those to the... Nice, okay. Our little Luminous friend. More water. Open. I might have to look at this Furple situation. Burning Demise. Deal X burn to each Mystling in any range where X is this card's slot number. That doesn't seem very good. Don't feel like we've had an awful lot of luck with the draws on those cards. Lots and lots of water cards, lots of air cards. All right, that's it, friends. I'll catch you in the next episode. Not sure where we're going to go, but we're going to go somewhere. I'll see you then. Big Deno out.